Hello, guys. Welcome to the Soft and Tender podcast. My name is Sandra, and I am your host. So, welcome to my podcast. You guys, as you can tell by the title, this is the last episode for this season, and I cannot believe it, guys. I cannot believe it. Like, when I started this podcasting journey, I did not know where I was headed. I knew where I was starting, but you guys, I did not think it was going to grow this fast. I did not think it was going to become something I would enjoy doing. And I'm just so happy to have all you, my beautiful, wonderful listeners. Like, you guys make my world go round. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. So, I'm going to be talking about the highlights of season 1. So far, I can't believe it's over. Like, I almost did not know when to stop it. Like, when exactly do you know it is time to end the season and start another one? Like, you guys, so much thoughts. But yeah, I think a few days ago, I finally decided that, it was time. I brought this to an end and, enter a new season gracefully with more advanced and more prepared conversations with you guys. So you guys, so far we've had 523 plays. Like, I know it should be more if I was extremely consistent, but like, I've not been consistent, and you guys have listened to my podcast 523 times. Like, I am so elated, so grateful to God for you. I am, like, my mind is blown, like. So yeah, so you guys, the top episodes, the episode that has the most plays currently is Pretty Privilege. Like, that's crazy. That's not the episode I would have expected to be number 1. But that episode, I did a lot of research, so maybe I should not be surprised. I put a lot of effort. It wasn't just an episode I recorded in the spur of the moment. I planned what I was going to say. I wrote it down, and I guess that just shows that, when there's preparation, success follows. So I think that's one of the things I'm going to be implementing in season 2. I'm going to be planning ahead, recording ahead, and so I won't have to be yawning when I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, and so I won't have to be sniffing. My sister says I have kata every time. I have a cold every time I record. Well, I'm going to prove her wrong. That's usually because I record at odd times. But yeah, Pretty Privilege was number 1 with 42 plays. Like, you guys, can you believe it? 42? That's crazy. Then second is Tears, a sign of weakness or strength. I don't really remember the situation that surrounded recording this particular episode, but comes in second with 39 plays, and it was quite a long episode. I think it was a long episode. And yeah, I think it was just basically, I was just talking about, what you guys think about when people cry. All that time I was still trying to find myself and find my base in this podcasting world. So yeah, then third is Self-Love with 38 plays. It's so mad to me that, Pretty Privilege is in the 40s and everything else is like in the 30s and 20s. So, but yeah, Self-Love comes in third with 38 plays. Of course, Self-Love, the title speaks for itself, and maybe that's why it could resonate with a lot of people. I think I did some research on that as well. But yeah, you guys, I just can't believe this is coming to an end. Then, the very first episode I dropped was, first of all, introduction. And that was a mistake. You guys, let me tell you, when I recorded that episode, I did not know what I was doing. I did not know how to talk. I did not know what to say. I did not know how to say it. I would just open my mouth to speak. Like, I did not, like, I had I know somebody that had written an article on starting a podcast, and I had gone through the article. But besides that, I did not really do much research on starting a podcast and all of that. So, like, me recording, I was so nervous. I recorded that episode like 5 times before I finally decided that it was right. And then I scheduled it right. So it was supposed to go up. Maybe I recorded on a Wednesday and it's supposed to go up on a Friday. You guys, I did not know when and how I mistakenly published this for listening, and it went live. And I was going to pull it down, delete it, and all of that. But then I just felt, it's better now than later, right? And that became just the introduction. And then I went on to have my first real episode, which I'll be talking about later. But yeah, you guys, and that very first episode, which is the introductory episode, has 28 plays. Like, anytime I listen to it, I just cringe so much. But I'm determined to not pull down any episodes or any content that I have put out. I'm just going to, grow from there, and I can always look back and say, I can't believe I once recorded and sounded like that and said stuff like that. I want there to be a growth. Like, everybody starts from somewhere. And so that's why I left that episode that day. I just have to start from here. I don't think that episode was up to 5 minutes. But yeah, that was like my very first episode. Like, I was so nervous, screaming on the inside, shaking on the outside. And a lot of my friends really turned up for that episode, listened, posted, and everything. All that while I was worried who's going to listen, who's not going to listen, who's going to share, and all of that. And then the very first episode I dropped, first official episode, was Overrated Friendships. That episode, I haven't listened to it in a while, but that episode was born out of pain, you guys. I was in pain. I felt betrayed by friends. I felt so hurt by friends. And basically, that was actually what pushed me to starting the podcast when I did, because I just needed to let out how I felt. And I just could not discuss with the person I would usually rant to. So coming to talk to you guys was like my outlet. And I got so many good reviews. For the longest time, this was our number one episode, right? Like, it was, I think I recorded a couple times before I got the hang of it, but it was such a beautiful episode. I was able to pour out my heart, and yeah, that was like, you guys can you imagine that pain has brought about such beautiful thing. And I remember I should talk about how I got the name Soft and Tender, but maybe in the future. Let's grow up a little, and I should probably write it down and journal it so that I don't forget. But you guys, I'm so proud of my growth. Like, I remember wanting to start a podcast months and months before I finally did. And I had recorded an episode on my old phone in with voice recorder. It was everywhere, and but I never got to upload it. I never went back to revisit it. At that point, I'd never even listened to a podcast. So, and then my phone spoiled, so all that just went, and I forgot about it. Even before my phone quenched, I had forgotten that the thought of starting the podcast had come to my mind. And then when I got a new phone, I just felt like, bruh, now is the time. Now is the time. So yeah. Also, while recording this season, I tried my first spoken word, which was in October, and I titled it Baby October. I'm so nervous when I think of that episode. I don't know, what do you guys think? And that episode is one of my top 10 episodes, which is crazy because it took me so much nerve. It took me so much guts. I was so nervous to put that episode out, and it did so well. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. And I'm really happy that I got to try something new while doing something new. So next I'm going to be talking about what I believe to be the most dramatic episode that I had. So as you guys can tell, or should be able to tell, I'm a storyteller. I think that's one of the things, over time I've been able to establish. When I record an episode, I share a story, whether a story I've heard, a story I read online, a story that happened to me. Like, you guys know a lot of things that have happened in my life, because I like using myself as an example, which the best story I can tell is mine. Nobody can dispute my own story. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, I think the most dramatic episode I recorded, the one that had the most drama, was Heavy Slap. And yeah, like, that episode was hilarious. It was funny, and it had good, nice gist. If you haven't listened, make sure you go listen. Like, Heavy Slap, there was literally a heavy slap that happened in my story. So, like, the title is not clickbait. Don't be deceived. Go listen and let me know what you think. Then I think the episode I enjoyed recording the most was music. Now let me tell you, music was also a really long episode. And music, I recorded it like 2 or 3 times before I finally got the hang of it, because for some reason I kept on getting interrupted. Calls would come in and cut me off. People would come into the room I was recording in. I would forget to say some things. So, like, that was also an episode where I really wrote a lot of things down, because I wanted to say everything and there was no room to forget. And then while I'm listening back, remember that I didn't say something or I didn't pronounce something properly. So that was also a well thought through episode, and I really, really enjoyed recording music, because as you guys, if you listen to the episode, you know how much I love music. I love music. Like, the song I have listened to on repeat today is 0903 by Emo and Buju Benson. And let me sing it for you. You guys can listen to that song. That song dropped maybe like 2 years ago, but it's still a banger. I heard it on someone's story and I was like, oh my god, this song, I learned the lyrics. I have to go run the numbers up. So I went and listened to the song, and I even recorded a video, like, just on my Snap for Strix, singing the song. It was just nostalgic. Yeah, so in total we have 21 episodes. If we count the introductory episode, that'll be 22. If we count the trailer, that'll be 23. I should probably change my trailer, since we're about to enter a new season. And then if you count this one that I am recording and going to drop today, that'll be 24. So, but yeah, officially, this is going to be the 22nd episode. So we have 21 episodes. And you guys, I cannot believe it. Like, I have sat down 21 times to talk to you guys, and you guys have given me this crazy feedback. I don't deserve you all. I'm not even joking. I do not deserve you. I'm so happy. And the platform you guys listen to my podcast on the most is Apple Podcasts, closely followed by Spotify, and then your web browser. I think Google Podcast comes in like 4th or so, and then Anchor follows. So, and then for the age range, my young adults, would I say, maybe not young adults, I don't know what exactly is a young adult, what's the age range of a young adult. So, but I think most of my followers are between 23 and 27, and like, I don't mind, because that's also my age range. And they're closely followed by 18 to 22. I also don't mind that age range. I mean, we're all Gen Z at this point. And then followed by 0 to 17. Like, I'm sure I'm inspiring the younger folk. I don't mind that either. And then we have 28 to 34. The people that have experienced life and have life experiences. So I'm also happy. I'm happy to have all of you guys here. People younger than me, people my age mates, people older than me. Like, I love you guys so, so much. And I am so grateful that you deem me worthy, of being listened to. It means so much to me. So now we're going to move on to the countries that have listened to my podcast. Coming in number 1 is Nigeria. As you may know, and as you should know, I am from Nigeria and I live in Nigeria. So shout out to my fellow Nigerians. I love you guys so much. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for tuning in. I love, 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 love you. Then closely followed by the United States. Like you guys in the US, like I don't know if I know anybody in the US, maybe 1 or 2 people. And like you guys from different states. Nah, I'm so grateful to you guys. You guys mean so much to me and I'm so happy to have you on here. Like I need to come and do a tour. Like at this point, for my US guys, you guys, no. So proud of you all. Then we have Ireland. Shout out to my Irish babes. I love you guys so much. My immigrants, my Nigerians in Ireland, my Irish Islanders, like all of you in Ireland. You guys have a special place in my heart. And honestly, I can't wait to visit. I can't wait to record an episode with a couple of you. I can't wait to come on tour in Ireland. Like, ugh. Thank you. And then after that, we have Turkey, Netherlands, Canada, Thailand, France, Philippines, Mexico, Austria, Malaysia, Kenya, the United Kingdom, Denmark, Germany, Saudi Arabia, Uganda, Barbados, and Chile. So you guys, I'm so happy to have. That's how many? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 countries. You guys, shout out to all of you, every single one of you. I am so grateful to have you on here. I know I've been saying thank you, and how grateful I am, but you guys, honestly, even my words don't cut it. Like, I'm just giving God all the glory, because who would have thought this small girl from Nigeria would have a podcast, that's an inconsistent podcast for that matter, that is already in 20 countries. I'm so elated, so happy. So thank you guys so much. So let me just give you a life update before we come to the end of this season and of course this episode. Lately I've been on the move much more than I've ever been. Maybe not much more than I've ever been in the last couple months. Like this 2023. Okay, let me just say this. What month are we in? April. This April started off with a bang for me. I was out of town, came back into town, left town again. Right now I'm out of town, going back to town soon, traveling again. Like, you guys, I'm everywhere. Lagos today, London tomorrow. That's an expression, but you know what I mean. So you guys, I can't actually wait to be Lagos today, London tomorrow, Denmark in 2 weeks, the United States in 3 weeks. So yeah. But I'm so happy, and you guys need to know this. April is my favorite month of the year. Like, if it's not April, don't talk to me. I'm an Aries baby, you guys. So April means so much to me. And yeah, that's probably why, because my birthday is in April. And all these good things have started happening to me, and it didn't start until April. Like, you guys, there's so much to discuss, but don't worry, we have the whole of season 2 to talk about this. And I'm also thinking maybe we can get a few guests for season 2. I don't know. I don't want, other people to steal you guys away from me. So I'm going to be selfish and keep you guys with me for a while. But we'll see. But yes, guys. So I've been on the move a lot lately. And I'm just so grateful. Just so grateful for the opportunity to be able to be on the move. So grateful to God to be able to have safe travels. Like, you guys, for real, like, safe travels is really, really underestimated. Then there was a prayer conference that I attended. You guys, like, I poured out my heart, I cried, I screamed, I knelt, and it was on the sand. So, like, My jeans was like brown because I wore a cream colored denim. She was like badly stained, but I got that sorted out already. But you guys, it was such a liberating experience for me. I needed that experience. So the conference was supposed to start at 5:30 p.m. and I went. Let me not see what I didn't do. But I went and I didn't get home until like almost 10, like 20 minutes to 10. My folks were pissed AF. Oh my god. But I will do it over and over again. Like, being in God's presence is just so liberating. There's just this freedom, there's this peace. Like, being in God's presence, you don't care who is looking at you, you don't care who is talking about you. All you just want to do is praise, pray, cry, weep, roll on the floor. I didn't roll on the floor, sure, but you guys, I won't mind the people that roll on the floor. Maybe if it was not on sand, I would have probably rolled. But the best I could do to express how I felt was just to kneel and cry. And God is good. God is good. Like, that's just the summary. He's so good. He's so kind. He is so great. Like, you guys, go and find out about Jesus if you don't know about him. Give your life to him, and he's just going to take total control of your life. Another thing I started doing April was, I don't know if you guys know, but there was a time in my life where I used to write, and writing was an escape for me. It was a way to let out my pain and, you know, my heartbreak. And when I got healed, in quotes, I could not write again, you guys. I was writing once in a blue moon, maybe when I felt a rush of emotions. So one of the challenges I set up for myself this April was that I was going to write every single day. There are some days I don't write, but I make sure to make up for it. So check out my Instagram page at MOSANDRA, MOSANDRA. MOSANDRA with an extra A. So MOSANDRA. So you guys, that's something else I've been doing. I have so much in stock, so much plans, and slowly but surely I'm going to start working on them more than I've been doing in the last couple months. Like I told you, April is my lucky month, and so it's no shock that all these things are happening in April. And don't you worry, season 2 is going to start this April. We're starting this April, you guys. We're starting this April. So I'm not going to be gone for long. Don't think you're not going to see me for the next 6 months. No. I'm going to be in your ears in the next few weeks. You just wait on it. So, what else has been happening? Easter came around. Last year, my birthday was Easter Sunday. You guys, did you guys know that? So, and I don't know, I was alone by choice. I decided that I needed to be alone. I just needed to cry out to God, to talk to God, and I had a good day on my birthday last year. You know, eat to my fill. It was a good day. It was Sunday. I didn't go to church, but yeah, it was a good day. I spent it alone, but you know, it wasn't a bad day. So, yeah. Okay, also this April, I was able to see my friends, 4 of my friends that I had not seen in years. I think the last time I saw those girls was 2019, and they're so dear to my heart. You guys have no idea. They mean so much to me. Like, when I count my friends, I count them first. Like, there's no way I count my friends and I do not count them, despite the distance, despite, you know, how we hadn't seen each other for so long. And I got to see them, and it was so refreshing, so peaceful. We just literally picked up from where we left. Like, there was no awkwardness. God is great, you guys. God is great. And it just proved to me more and more that, like, these are my lifelong friends. Like, these are my guys. Who is your guy? Oh, God, yeah. Then, What else? What else? Yeah, it's April is just, this is just April 12th, and it's already been such an amazing month for me. Like, nah. This, like I told you guys, my favorite month of the year. April always comes through for me, no matter what the situation has been. And I'm still hoping and praying for so many more things. And I know it's all going to come through. And you guys, a shocker happened though. But that story for another day, sha. That story for another day. But yeah, so I'm so happy, you guys. So happy. And well, in case you did not know, I've started dropping off some kilograms of my body weight. So that's really exciting for me. Even though I haven't done so well in the last month, but God is good and God is faithful. So yeah, guys, and of course I've been watching my reality shows. So there's also that. I heard Love is Blind is out. There's a new season out. So don't worry, we shall be discussing that in season 2. I should have caught up to it by then, and if not, don't you worry. So before this episode, becomes any longer, I just want to tell you guys to keep your faith going, keep believing in God, keep praying for the best, keep believing for the best. There are these things you see on Instagram where they'll say that, the universe only gives you what you think you deserve, right? And yes, but if you don't work towards what you think you deserve, if you don't pray about it, there's no universe that's automatically going to give it to you. So make sure you do the needful, and you're going to get every single good thing that you deserve. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me. I can't wait to see you. I'm hoping that you guys start getting to see me by season 2, but there's no rush there. There's no rush. Baby steps, baby steps. We'll get there soon enough. So thank you, guys, so much. Do not forget to be soft and to be tender in your daily life. This life, ayole, loosely translated, that means this life is not hard though. So it is not a do or die affair. It is ultimately, because we all die, but you get my point. It's not that deep where you have to stress yourself out to the extent where you're like deadbeat tired. Like, no, you guys live a little. And I'm talking to myself too. I never go out. I should try that. I should try going out this new year. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all so much. And with that, the first season of the Soft and Tender podcast comes to an end. My name is Sandra, and I am your host. Good night.